was Eagles quarterback Carson Wentz on Twitter. Can't even fathom what the black community has to endure on a daily basis. Being from North Dakota, I've spent a large part of my life surrounded by people of similar color. So I'm never going to act like I know what the black community goes through, or even has gone through already. I'll never know the feeling of having to worry about my kids going outside because of their skin color. Wentz's teammate, tight end Zach Ertz, and his wife, World Cup champion Julie Johnston Ertz, posted a joint statement on Twitter. They wrote, "I'm sorry for the pain and hurt the African American community has endured by another human. And more than anything, I'm sorry that you feel that you are alone in this situation." But this time, the message from some prominent white figures in the world of sport is, you are not alone. We stand with the black community.
Welcome back. It is your boy, Joe Castro. Maybe I should be saying welcome back to myself. I'm more kind of the one that left. But I am back. I took the weekend off, kind of just chilled. I'm trying to do YouTube, but I'm trying to obviously still got to do the podcast. So I'm trying to combine them. So hopefully everything works out. You hear it and it's smooth. It is the first one, so it might be a little crazy, but crazy sometimes is fun. But you do get to see a little bit of the Pad Day Castro, in here just kind of chilling, relaxing. You see the Eagles up there. So this episode is really just going to be kind of a little bit of a mishmash of a bunch of different news stories that have been coming out. Some of them have come out over the weekend. Some of them have been just stories I didn't really talk about that were happening last week. The first story I'm going to talk about, I don't want to talk about it too long. It does deserve probably, hours and hours of the lengths of, discussion, but I don't want to do that here. If you go follow me on the socials, I would love to have us talk about it. If you have, any type of views, I feel like the world has to just really start opening their ears and their hearts and really start listening to each other. So, but with that said, I definitely am on the train for justice for George Floyd. I think, it was something that was just, terrible to see, something that happens in the community far too often and out of the community far too often. So I do definitely want to see good things come from this. I pray for everybody that's out there, whether it be, good policemen that are just trying to protect businesses, whether it be business owners, losing their businesses, So I definitely pray for everybody and hope that we get by this and, unify as a country, really. But back to sports. So a couple things that struck my eye that kind of caught my attention. One of them was the Eagles are looking for a running back. So, we have Miles Sanders, who I did the whole piece about, that says he wants to be a MVP, which I think he can do. I think he has the potential to do something like that. I've said it before. But at the same time, I do think that he needs maybe just somebody to help him out. Maybe just like not a workhorse, but someone to be what he was supposed to be to Jordan Howard. Somebody to just kind of take the third and ones, and just kind of take a little bit of the load off of Miles Sanders. Coming in, it's still going to be his second year, still growing as a player, as a person. So maybe having that extra year can help him. Maybe, it'll really teach him some things behind the scenes. So it looks like they're looking for a veteran. Names have been LaShawn McCoy, a name that I keep hearing mainly through, Eagles fan base is Leonard Fournette. I've also heard other names, Devontae Freeman. You've heard, who was it? There's another guy out there, and I know I'm going to get killed for not being able to remember his name, but there's a couple, older running backs that they're looking at to kind of just fill out their roster. Do we need another running back? Like I said, I don't necessarily think so. So I see us probably getting somebody like McCoy. It's gonna be nostalgic. It's cool, but I would love to get Leonard Fournette if it really is like I don't want to say easy, but if we can swindle something for a later round pick, I'm all in. Let's go get Leonard. But I see us being able to grab somebody like McCoy, and like I said, that'll be kind of nostalgic. It'll be nice for Eagles fans to have D-Jax and LaShawn McCoy back together, but will it produce on the field? That's the real question, and I guess we'll have to see. Maybe not. Age might be a factor, but it might, they might know some things they didn't know when they were young, and maybe that'll help them. Who knows? Maybe they'll be able to help the young guys. So that was kind of cool. That was interesting. Obviously, a little bit off topic of the Eagles, it seems like sports are starting to open back up. So let me know what you think about it. What, with the NBA being the first one to kind of say that they're looking, even throwing out a date. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited? Are you guys nervous about what it's going to be? Do you think the product is going to be weird? I have to say, I'm pretty excited. I know I have a couple people that can, agree with me here. I'm a fantasy football guy. I'm a fantasy, really basketball. I like fantasy anything. And I'm a betting guy, so it's going to be nice to be able to at least get back into that aspect of it. And bars are slowly opening back up. So if everything goes well, maybe they'll have like a small, amount of people that can actually go to the games, and we'll go catch a game. But I'm excited for it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure you guys have to be excited for it. The quarantine's just got everybody going crazy, among other things. But either way, so that was cool. Talked about that. What are the Eagles going to do at linebacker? We kind of went over this before with who we had and the options that we had. And this is a twofold, actually, not just linebackers. It's kind of looking at the veterans that are still in the market. Do the Eagles go after Jason Peters? Do the Eagles go back after Nigel Bradham to shore up those positions? A backup tackle, especially, at JP's caliber right now. Yeah, he's hurt, or not hurt right now, but yeah, he gets hurt a lot. He's injury prone at this time in his career. He's not 27 anymore. He's not in the prime of his career. He's definitely at the latter end of it. But maybe this free agency kind of showed him that. Maybe this free agency kind of, sparked something in his head that said, hey, maybe I'm not worth $13 to $14 million anymore, and if I want to play, I should just go back home. So maybe, but it really comes down to Howie and them. Do they really want to, go back and get him? If it's going to be cheaper, then yeah, does JP want to get cheaper? I highly doubt it. Someone that I think that can be a true option, I think Nigel Bradham is a serious option. I think he could come at a relatively reasonable, if not cheap, deal. Pretty team friendly at the very least. We paid him out. We paid him big. So, and he performed pretty well. He was a very good, linebacker. It's not like he stole our money. I'm not mad about that. But at the same time, we have to think about the future. So I can see Nigel Bradham maybe coming back for a year. I think it's over for JP. I would love to see him come back. I just don't think his pride will let him come back at the price we'll be willing to pay him. That's my thoughts. What are your guys' thoughts? What are you guys thinking? How are you feeling? How did the offseason make you feel? Are you guys excited for football to come back? And how do you guys like the setup? What should I do different? What should I, maybe incorporate? And we'll go from there. But it was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, we're going to keep doing this. We're going to try and get better, try and make it even better for you guys. So please make sure to subscribe. Please make sure to, hit the like button, everything. We do have a giveaway coming up. So I'm going to bring that up probably in the next podcast. I was going to do it today, but let's do it tomorrow. It's going to be a big giveaway. So please do subscribe. Please go check me out on Facebook, Instagram. Instagram is just Philly TP. So please go follow. All the information will be out very, very soon. But other than that, I'm gonna let you guys chill, man. But you know how I do it. I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna change how I end these just because you see me now. I'm still gonna say fly, Eagles, fly. You heard me? Peace.
Come on, come on. I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and